you're never going to be perfect. No matter how much you try, you're never going to be perfect. And that's something you're going to have to live with. See, before I even made this video today, I'm going to set my camera up, put on my light that I'm going to change right now. I thought to myself, does this video look professional enough? Does this video look, is the lighting good enough? Am I dressed appropriately? Does my hair look good? And I suddenly started questioning, why am I asking myself this? I think I was reminded back to a day from my childhood. I basically was made to feel like something about me that was wrong. And almost everything about me was wrong. Maybe you have something similar where maybe you had a parent that would nitpick at you and always tell you where you're going wrong, but never congratulate you or make you feel appreciated when you're doing the right thing. Or maybe you grew up in somewhere where, it was very normal to pick on each other about the slightest little mistakes you make. Or maybe you're just someone who has a lot of self-doubt and seems to see others as always better than you, but you find it hard to see the greatness inside of yourself. If any of those things really strike a nerve with you, then it's likely a lot like me, or the old version of me I should say. You struggle with the need to chase perfection. And of course, this idea of chasing perfection, it can be in your favor sometimes. It can lead to creating things that you're proud of, or achieving things that you're proud of, achieving things you didn't think you could do. But the chase for perfection often leads nowhere. Simply because perfection is unattainable. For us mere humans, we can't do everything right. Mainly because most of the things we do can be viewed with a subjective lens. What you believe is perfect to someone else is the worst thing they've ever seen, and vice versa. Because you see, my strive to be perfect had permeated every part of my life at one point, where if I didn't think I could do it perfectly the right time, I would tell myself that there was no point doing it anyway. But I was wrong, because what you learn from doing things incorrectly and making mistakes is so much more valuable than what you don't learn from doing things right the first time, or what you don't learn from doing things perfectly. So I know there's something in your life that you feel like you're not ready to do it yet. You may feel like you're not where you need to be to do this certain thing. And I want you to know that this is not true. I know you've probably convinced yourself, I can't do this until I do that because people would find out that I'm this. These are your thoughts that you've now been given due to your experiences. They're not facts. And learning to understand that your thoughts aren't always, or they're hardly ever true, is something that is almost akin to ego death. So it's not something that's easy to admit, it's not something that's easy to acknowledge, but if you want to start living your life for you, doing the things you love, doing the things you want to do, doing the things that give you that genuine pride for yourself, you have to let go of the need to be perfect. Because it's likely whoever instilled this need for you to be perfect in your life, that person wasn't perfect, were they? Because for a long time, I used the excuse of, well, I probably wouldn't do it right the first time, or I probably can't do it right now, as a reason for me to do nothing almost, or to just be stagnant. But the lessons I've learned from doing things wrong, literally messing up, almost like just falling on my face basically, both figuratively and literally. The lessons I've learned from these things are just invaluable. You are not going to be perfect at anything, even after you do it a million times. So why are you putting so much pressure on yourself to be perfect the first time, or the second time, or even the 20th time? We as humans, we're not made to be perfect. We're not made to be these, clean-cut robots that can just do things in the perfect way all the time. And in some ways, that's the beauty of being human. The fact that you do mess up. The fact that every time you do something, it will most likely come out slightly different. So this year, 2024, I want to challenge you to challenge yourself to make more mistakes this year. And yeah, I'm not saying, just go out and be reckless and just do nonsense, No, that's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is that, last year there were some things you wanted to do. Maybe there was a project you wanted to start. Maybe there was a business you wanted to start. Maybe there was just someone you wanted to approach and talk to. But you thought, I probably won't do it perfectly the first time, so I just can't do it. It's probably just not for me. This mindset is what's kept you where you are right now. And this is the mindset that will keep you where you are today forever. And that should scare you, because that definitely scares me. Because it scared me enough to want to change. Because one day I woke up and realized that I had been relying on this idea of chasing perfection as a defense mechanism. A defense mechanism for my own ego. Because you probably don't realize this, but by refusing to do anything unless you do it perfectly, what you're saying to yourself is that I can't learn. You're saying I can't improve. What you're saying to yourself is that who I am today is who I will always be. And that's not the case. As humans, we're born with the ability to adapt, to change, to grow, to learn, to evolve. And by chasing perfection, you're denying your biological hardwiring. I know this might sound crazy to you, but especially since I probably don't know you personally, but you can do things that you've never thought you could do. I never thought I'd be here recording videos, talking to a camera. And the first time I did it, I'm sure as you can all see if you go back to one of my first videos, I was awful at it. I was absolutely awful. It was really bad. But here I am today. Not as bad. Just a bit better, I would say. And that's okay, because I know the level I'm at right now with just everything in my life, this isn't where I'm going to be. Because I'm not scared to mess up. I'm not scared to do something and look back at it and be like, that wasn't great. I'm not scared of that. If anything, I really valued that experience of being able to look back and be like, okay, that was a bit shit. I can do better than that. But by chasing perfection, you want to avoid this feeling of being able to criticize yourself. And maybe that's probably due to you being criticized a lot when you're younger. Because I know for me, that was the reason I wanted to protect myself, because I'd been criticized a lot as a child. And it's natural for us to learn these defense mechanisms to try and protect ourselves. But by protecting yourself like this, you're also preventing yourself from growing. That's what I wanted to say to you today. I hope you enjoyed our little conversation, and I'll speak to you soon. Alright, have a good one. Bye.